Namaskaram Akshita, namaskaram to all the viewers. While wishing each one of the Bharatiya greetings for this Prana Pratishtha which is going to happen on the 22nd of January. To your question, yes, Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister has been visiting some of the iconic places. One which was in Nashik, then he came down all the way to Lepakshi in Andhra Pradesh. So Nashik has association with the Aranya Kandam of the Ramayana, where Rama, Lakshmana and Sita lived by the banks of river Godavari. And that is also the place where Shurpanakha's nose was, she was humiliated, as some call it punishment for her act. Then Lepakshi, some believe that Jatayu Moksham happened there, but we do understand that Jatayu's Moksham also happened in Maharashtra. Yeah. That said, something very interesting is the Triprayar Ramakshetram, because Kerala believes in the worship of 4 temples. Triprayar is for Rama, Irinyalakuda or Kudal Manikam is for Bharata, Tirumurikalam is for Lakshmana, and Payamal is for Shatrughna. Of the 4, the first is Triprayar, which is for Rama or Ramaswamy. So the Honorable Prime Minister visited that temple. And another temple which is associated with certain Puranic statements is the Rameshwaram temple, where there is Ramanatha Swami. Something very interesting about the temple is the kings who did a lot of service to the temple were called Setupati Rajas. They were called Setupati because they were the rulers who protected the Setu that connected Bharatadesham and Lanka. So they were called Setupati Rajas, and it holds the record of having the longest corridor. It has association with the former President Abdul Kalam, Rameshwaram as a place. Correct. So that is also important. But what catches my eye and attention are 2 places, Akshita. One is Guruvayur in Kerala, and second is in the adjacent state of Tamil Nadu, which is by the banks of river Kaveri, called Srirangam. In the Ramayana, we have reference where Kaushalya was worshipping her Kula Deivam, the family deity, Aradhaya Jagannatham, Ikshvaku Kula Deivatam. And Rama and Sita worshipped this Lord while in Ayodhya. Sahapatnya Vishalakshyam Narayanam Upagamat. So Valmiki Ramayana clearly states that the divine couple Sita and Rama worshipped their family deity in Ayodhya. And towards the end of the Pattabhishekam, this Kuladhanam was handed over to Vibhishana. On his sojourn to Lanka, he placed this Divyamangala Vigraham by the banks of river Kaveri. And that is Srirangam, and the Lord is Ranganatha Swami. So in a way, we all venerate, propitiate and worship Rama. And for Rama, the Kula Deivam, the family deity, is Srirangam. Similarly, in Krishna Avataram, Krishna's family deity, which was earlier in Uttar Pradesh, then in Dwaraka, was carried by Guru and Vayu with the advice of Uddhava by the western sea, and that is Guru Vayur, where Lord Krishna is. So for Krishna, the Kula Deivam, the family deity, is in Guruvayur, Kerala. For Rama, the Kuladhanam is in the adjacent state, which is in Tamil Nadu, which is Ranganatha. So this is the significance. But one, I am a non-politician, Akshita, but just a small bit of a political statement. The Prime Minister hails from the state of Gujarat. Yeah. His constituency is in Uttar Pradesh. So both these states, of course, hold immense significance to him. And the Kula Deivam for Rama of Uttar Pradesh is in Tamil Nadu, and the Kula Deivam for Krishna of Gujarat is in Kerala. And these are the 2 states which has not yielded rich dividends for the Prime Minister. And Adi Shankara and Ramanuja hail from these 2 adjacent states. Maybe he is also praying alongside for the goodwill of the country that they also give at least quarter or half dividends from these 2 states as well.
Well put. Beautiful insights that you've given us, Dushyant. I knew the moment that we had to do this broadcast that we had to have you on to kind of explain the significance of each of these temples. The larger message also, Dushyant, what do you think about that? That the Prime Minister, before the Pran Pratishtha on January 22nd, is making it a point to visit these temples. And, you know, essentially, I think the message that's going across to the entire country is Lord Ram unites all. That there are Lord Rama temples in the south, in every single state, worshipped in different forms, worshipped with different stories, with different anecdotes of the epic attached. So it kind of unites us all, brings everyone with a point to connect to what's happening to Ayodhya.
True, very true, Akshita. Ramayana just not unites the country by the states north to south. It also spans a huge expanse east to west. We also go from Kambuja Desham to Thailand to Indonesia, where the Kakavin Ramayanam is, where the Kechak dance is performed in Bali. We go all the way to Persia, where the Persian Ramayanam is. So we have plenty of literature and iconography and architecture that supports the presence and the influence of Ramayana east to west, north to south. But when we look about Rama's journey, sojourn, his exile period, right from Uttar Pradesh, he went all the way to Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and some parts of Telangana and Andhra is what some presume, and to Tamil Nadu, built the Setu, went all the way to Sri Lanka. So this journey is very momentous, and he doesn't belong to one state. So this message that Rama's path, Ramayanam itself means the path taken by Rama. So I'm sure the Honorable Prime Minister would have had an advisory council that would have told him that what unites India is Rama's journey. So that is why he comes all the way to Kerala to visit Guruvayur and Triprayar, to Rameshwaram, to Srirangam in Tamil Nadu, Lepakshi in Andhra Pradesh. I'm sure he may also be visiting Bengaluru, which signifies Kishkindha Kandam, because Kishkinda is all the way around Hampi. And then he went to Nashik. So I think as a Prime Minister, of course, he has to be concerned about the governance, about law and order and all of that. It is also important that a leader ensures that there's immense respect given to the civilization and the culture which the country holds very dear to its heart. And I'm sure he is doing a very good job of it.
All right, Dushyant, thank you very much for joining us here in India Today with your, expertise on this issue and explaining, breaking it down quite simply for us on why these temples have been chosen by the Prime Minister. Just a quick word.